Hi everyone, my name is Ben Wright, Human Cartoonist Extraordinaire, and welcome to the continuing Let's Play for PARANORMASIGHT. This is the first recording Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. Excited to be back here and once again streaming with the amazing KelciDComics and cocomomoart. I could say your name.
Cloaca.
Don't put that in the world. Don't do that.
Excuse? How dare? I cannot work under these conditions. I will be in my trailer.
No, chlamydia, come back!
What? Oh. Oh.
Okay, we're off to a good start.
I'm leaving. I do not have to take this.
I am taking my ball and leaving. You don't have a ball, you have a cloaca. Anyway.
Okay, let's stop.
Okay. All right. So, in addition to everything else, we once again have content warnings. Chloe, do you happen to have those ready?
I do. I'm not gonna read them.
I'm sorry, Chloe.
Just kidding. Like an STD, you're not getting rid of me that easily. Sorry, I had to work that joke in. I was like, oh man, that would be such a good comeback.
That is a good one. No, don't apologize for that. That was good.
Alright, so, in general, going forward for all the remaining Paranormasight streams, Paranormasight in general contains body horror, jump scares, and mentions of, if not depictions of, gore. Additional tags to look out for potentially within this stream are dated representation and discussion of mental health, implied sexual assault, discussion of murder and suicide, and potentially discussion of child murder / endangerment. We don't know what we're getting to tonight, but those are the general tags going forward, so if any of that content squicks you out, feel free to dip out at any time. But if that content is fine with you, then we'll be more than happy to have you.
Yeah, absolutely. We kind of got caught off guard last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened when you play a little bit past the content warning section.
Also, speaking of content warnings, just so we don't forget, we're still fundraising for the Trevor project. Ben, where are we at with the fundraiser?
We are still at 300 raised out of 400. Been kind of stalled out for a little bit, but we're gonna keep plugging until we hit it.
Yeah, plug it.
Yes, and if you're able to donate, there is a link for it right underneath this video. All right. I think we are
Donate or the curses will come for you.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. The curses wouldn't do that.
For long.
All right.
Also, apologies if I'm sniffly.
How dare you?
Good.
How dare you have a nose?
Well, we suddenly went from like 10-degree weather to 50, so I think in fairness, sniffles are to be expected.
Oh yeah.
Also, you made me laugh, and whenever I laugh, I get sniffly.
Oh, you're gonna just have a nose full of it by the end.
I mean, I have, yeah, basically.
It's not anything to laugh at.
By the end of it, this is just gonna be Chloe's voice the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm fine.
Is it the sniffles or is it the chlamydia? You'll never know.
All right, what was I doing? I was trying to remember where the hell we were. I didn't have time to prepare a speed run.
Like a speed run summary
last time. Yeah.
We were we had just gotten done talking with Hitomi.
Yes.
So we're currently playing as Yako and Mio.
Yes.
And we were going to try and find Mr. Araishi. So he's either at the bridge, Komagata High School, the gardens. There's 2 bridges. Sorry. He's at one of these bridges, or he's at the candy shop, which is Yako's home.
Which of these do we want to check out? Have we been? Wait a minute. Okay, Komagata Bridge is where there was the scene with Richter.
Richter. It's Richter, but not this time.
Maybe. Ryogoku Bridge is where we keep running into the guy with the foot washing mansion.
You called?
Also, the thought occurred to me. Some of these places we have not been to during the day. So, we should definitely hit those up so that we can look for mockingbirds.
Yes, like the former Yasuda Gardens.
Yeah. Can we go before we go to the gardens? Can we go back to the high school, or is it blocked off because of the investigation?
It says we can go there.
Oh,
do we want to?
To you guys, I'm good with whichever one you want to check.
I mean, it's still blocked off for the investigation, so probably other locations.
All right.
Yeah.
We can start with the gardens.
Maybe try the former Yasuda Gardens or the Komagata Bridge. That was it. Because Ryogoku's too far.
Yeah. All right.
Should be our last stop.
Yeah.
Start at Yasuda.
Kind of my thinking.
Okay.
Yako Sakazaki, 9 a.m. Former Yasuda Gardens. And so, Mio Kurosuzu and Yako Sakazaki decided on their next location to investigate.
Wait, what?
Huh? I guess we weren't supposed to go there.
Or maybe just all of them the same, pretty much.
Why don't we test that theory?
I was about to say, well, guys, this has been Paranormasight. Thank you very much for joining us.
So the gardens are out.
Okay. Maybe Komagata Bridge. Yako Sakazaki, 9 a.m. Komagata Bridge. I swear to God. And motherfuck. We might have to switch back to the detectives.
Yeah, I think that's what's about to happen. It's not that bad.
Wait, real quick before we do that. Sorry, I want to test one last thing.
Okay.
Okay. So go back to the location selection. Okay, so Yasuda Gardens was a no. Komagata Bridge. A no.
Yeah.
That's a no. Candy Shop is just Yako's home. So check Ryogoku Bridge. If it doesn't again, we'll know that we can't proceed with the story past this point.
Yeah, it's just gonna do that Dutch angle panning away. Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we gotta proceed with another part of the story before we can keep investigating.
Yep.
That's fine. They're just making a switch.
Okay.
This is good news for me because I can eat my cookies.
Yeah. Sorting things out. Tetsuo Tsutsumi. Summary of previous events. Hajime Yoshimi's death. Nejima's threats of mass murder. The problems just pile up, putting the detective's goal of collecting all the curse stones in jeopardy. Tsutsumi leaves Ario to handle the investigation while he catches a quick break. Kinshibori Park. Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather some information.
Took you long enough. Okay, first we look around.
Okay, yeah, see if we spot any birds.
Oh, they're not letting me go all the way around this time. That cloud kind of looks like a bird.
That looks like a bird to you? That looks kind of like Slip near the eight-legged horse.
That is a very specific reference. Anyway. Hey!
Oh, there's a bird! There's a bird on the ground! Oh my god.
My god.
It's a goose with the fro!
She is beauty. She is grace. She is gonna peck your face.
Them apple bottom jeans. The goose with the fro.
With the fro. Okay, what's this one's name? We have to
I
know.
need a second. Okay.
Oh my god. I think we accidentally killed Ben.
Goose with the fro. I had to bend over for a second because I was laughing too hard. Okay. Okay. That was
Good.
lightning fast.
Swanelope!
Swanelope swoosed. I love her. Oh my god.
Now I'm the one who's double over laughing.
I have this great image in my head of like if they try to do a live action shoot of this and some poor PA had to put a goose into a costume.
Oh no. This is why we hire artists so that we can save the lives of the animal handlers.
Think of the animal handlers, hire artists.
So good.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Also, there's a candy wrapper.
Oh,
There
can I
is,
interact with
yes.
that? No.
Nope.
All right.
Not important.
Forensics has finished their investigation and the body's been carried away. That said, we're still closing the park to the public, at least for the time being. Oh, woo. This place was really giving me the creeps last night, but it looks pretty normal now with the sun out.
I think it's interesting that they didn't even mention Shogo.
Sun out? Gone.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
He's been up all night gathering information. Must be nice to be young and have that kind of energy, but I'm glad to have him on my side. It gave me a chance to rest up.
Get that man a waffle.
Yes. A reward waffle. Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in.
Thanks. The floor's yours. Ooh.
Okay. The curse bearers. Let's maybe start with that.
Yeah.
At the moment, we only know the identity of 4 curse bearers, you included. Yotaro Namagaki had the foot washing mansion, and Hideki Araishi had the ever-burning lantern. We've got both of their curse stones. And then there's Nejima, who claims he has the one-sided reed.
Yeah, that about sums it up. Ooh.
Files updated.
Ooh, we needed this.
Okay. Notes.
Ooh.
Unknown curse bearers. The Whispering Canal. Unknown. The Fool's Procession. Yako Sakazaki. Sorry, I tried to do a Yako impression and it didn't work. The Beckoning Light. Unknown. The Haunting Clappers. Haruhe Shigima. The Evergreen Beach. Tetsuo Shisumi. Sorry.
I was really
trying.
looking forward to that one, not gonna lie.
I love it!
I hope the microphone picked that up.
Oh yeah, it did.
Okay, good. The Taiko of Suguru. Unknown. The Foot Washing Mansion. Formerly Yutaro Namagaki. Now Tetsuo Tsutsumi. The One-Sided Reed. Fumichika Nejima. I don't know. I can't remember what voice you gave him, Kelsey, so I tried. And then Everburning...
Fumichika Nejima, you motherfucker!
That's it. Yep. That's it.
Yep.
And finally, the Everburning Lantern. Formerly Hideki Araishi. Now Tetsuo Tsutsumi.
I love your impression of Tetsuo.
I do
It's so
too.
good.
It's like... So this is what I'd sound like if I were adorable. Anyway. Alright.
We'd better figure out who the remaining 5 are quick. How should we go about looking for them?
There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on other things for now. Tracking down Nejima may lead us to the other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look a little more into Yoshimi. I've got a feeling there's some connection there.
Well, hold on, that didn't pick up. Aye, aye, boss. Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us.
That's right. Wait, they let us back out. Now I just got to make sure nobody's watching us. There's a random kid in the playground. It's like talking about a grizzly bear. Okay, we checked it off. Thank you. That was quick.
Yay.
Let's go with the serial killings.
Yes. A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. So let's start with that one, the young man we found here. He's been identified as Shogo Okie, 25 years old, a regular old office worker who worked around here. He died of asphyxiation due to water in the lungs. He drowned.
He drowned? In the middle of the park? That's not possible. It's gotta be a curse we're dealing with here.
About that, boss. Isn't this park associated with one of those 7 mysteries, too?
Whispering Canal, right?
Yep. That's right, the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there'd be a link between a canal and death by drowning, don't you think?
Sharp thinking, Ario. You're starting to get the hang of this. So, let's assume they're related. What's next?
Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamezawa. The victim has been identified as Tawako Hayashi, 29 years old. She was an office worker who lived on her own in the area.
We don't know who that is, right?
Don't know that. We don't know that name yet.
No, not yet.
Just want to double check.
That's a new one.
Yeah, no, it's a new character.
Oh,
Yep.
wait. Go back.
What?
Go back. Go to, go all the way down to, Takumi.
Takumi Yumioka.
Go down real quick.
Ooh.
Oh, you want to see who he's working for?
Yeah. Okay, no, that's not the same person. Okay.
Different name. But she's gonna
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
up at some
different
point, too.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
bet, yeah.
Okay.
As for the cause of death, well,
Yes?
the entirety of a body was crushed by some kind of strong external force. No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, we're looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her in one fell swoop.
Hang on. Are you saying she was stepped on? Meaning...
Ooh.
He
Could be
did.
foot washing mansion, but we have
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
he did say. Oh, sorry.
that. Exactly. Crushing is the foot washing mansion's modus operandi.
Yeah, when we got the foot washing mansion item, it had some soul dregs already in it, so...
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I was going for.
Okay. The place the body was discovered is also known to be related to the 7 mysteries.
Then is this Namagaki's doing? Shit! I knew he'd used it! Judging by the amount of soul dregs, the person was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Guess we should report this to Paranormal Affairs.
Got it. As for the 3rd victim, he was identified as Kohei Jonouchi, 32, a teacher at Komagata High. He was found in the school's courtyard. Cause of death appears to be external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. Since he was found in the middle of the courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from the gymnasium or the main building.
A teacher dying at school, and not just any school. Komagata houses one of the 7 mysteries. Beckoning Light is from there. Right?
Wait.
No, Fool's Procession.
It's Fool's Procession.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. Right, it's where the Fool's Procession is supposed to be. It's too big of a coincidence. We can't rule out the possibility that this death was also the work of a curse. I see. Either way, it seems all 3 victims can be tied to the 7 mysteries.
There's probably a curse bearer at the center of it all, pulling the strings. But you've got a point. All these strange deaths do point in one direction.
That's right, and Hajime's case wasn't all that different either. He also... Oh, that's you.
He also died of mysterious causes in a place connected to the Seven Mysteries. Problem is that the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated.
Could he have been hit by a different curse? One that didn't have anything to do with the Seven Mysteries?
That's a thought, but if that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner. One who could pull off a curse like that without using a curse stone.
Clearly chlamydia.
There aren't many people in this day and age who could do something like that. Ooh.
Oh, really? I see. I don't know too much about that stuff.
I'd be more surprised if you did. Okay. Anyone watching us? Nope.
Oh, still keep talking about the serial killings.
Yeah.
Well, looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night.
But we can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies haven't been found.
Yikes, I hadn't thought of that.
But there is one silver lining. Judging by my own curse stone, it seems that the curses can't be activated while the sun's out. I've tried to kill you several times.
Boss, come on! Oh, that's great news! So basically we're safe during the daytime?
Exactly. It's also likely why Nejima gave us till dusk.
Ah, he must have known the curse stones couldn't be used during the day.
Either way, we got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flushed out the other curse bearers.
Aye aye, boss, let's do this!
I completely forgot that we had to deal with the whole Nejima about to kill a bunch of people thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. We've done this before. Yeah, I only knew it because I started the editing process and did happen to see that section where we're talking on the phone. That was a great section last week. I can't wait for that to be in the replay.
That was fun to do.
All right, who
Hajime
are we looking at
Yoshimi.
next? Okay.
Hajime Yoshimi!
Yeah.
I asked around Sumida's Community Safety Bureau where Yoshimi was stationed. It seems he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michio Shiraishi.
Ah, yeah, I heard about that.
He was trying to determine whether it really was a suicide, looking into the height of the building, the force of the impact, her wounds, all that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play, because he ordered a full investigation. But it already been deemed a suicide, and his superiors told him not to go stirring things up.
Huh. What was the evidence?
Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found at the foot of a building, a ways away from the road. There was no evidence of vehicular collision, so it was ruled a suicide, but...
But he thought there was more to it?
Yes, a truck or other flat-faced vehicle traveling at high speeds could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall.
So there is a chance that it wasn't a suicide. What a terrible way to go.
There were no brake marks on the road, meaning it would have been a hit and run. The vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all.
This is turning into quite the grisly case. But the vehicle couldn't have come out from a collision like that unscathed.
Exactly, so I asked the Traffic Bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage. But I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't think they're looking very hard.
So we've got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Yoshimi because he was on the verge of discovering the truth.
That's true. You think the driver is the one who did him in?
Not quite. Yoshimi had already talked to forensics and the Traffic Bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered things up.
You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like enough reason to kill a cop. Oh, that's right! Unrelated, but I got something else, too. I managed to get a hold of Michio Shiraishi's address. Yoshimi went there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by, too.
Good thinking. Hopefully that'll give us some more leads. All right, let's move on to the next topic.
Except apparently we got more to talk about with Hajime.
Well, apparently we're not done with this topic.
Apparently we're not done with this guy. Remember the girl Yoshimi met with the day he died? One Hitomi Okuda? Community safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand.
Not even an address?
Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. Lots of family issues from the sounds of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore.
Wow, okay. Parents suck.
Yeah. That said, she still goes to school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there.
Not sure we really have the time for a stakeout right now, but she could be a key witness. Can't we have community safety track her down for us?
We can ask, but it might be tricky to get it done today. For starters, Komagata High School is closed today.
Ah, because of the teacher that died.
That's right.
Alright, but if it's not something we can do today, we may have to forget about it. Let's move on then. No, apparently we can't!
We haven't done yet!
Every time I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
I got some information about Yoshimi's fiancée from Community Safety. Her name is Mayu Chozawa, 27 years old. She works as a beautician in the area.
Ooh.
So, why is her name not highlighted but that text is?
I don't know.
Huh.
It's a mystery.
Look, I managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty. But
Oh boy, here it comes. But what?
Community Safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died. Not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response. Dead silence.
There it is. Can't things just be easy for once?
Persons of
Wait.
interest updated.
I'll read this part. Mayu Chozawa. Sex, female. Occupation, beautician. Curse echo. Mayu is a beautician and the fiancée of Hajime Yoshimi, a police officer with the Sumida Police Department. Mayu's current whereabouts remain unknown. Also, would.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, instant I saw her, I was like, ooh. Oh, hot damn.
Like, hey, Mayu, Hajime, well, Hajime's dead, never mind. Mayu, hey, you're single now.
Look, this might be too fast, but I also just want to say that you're really fucking hot. That's all.
Alright.
Call me if you're in the...
Here's my number. It's technically a payphone. Anyway, this is the 80s. We don't have cell phones yet. They will not be invented for several years. Sorry.
Amazing.
Sorry your fiance is dead. You up? Alright.
Tetsuo, you're in a relationship.
Yes. What am I, chopped liver boss?
Okay. I'm giggling tonight.
Okay, let's move on.
It's definitely starting to look suspect. A crime of passion, perhaps? I like this face on him, too.
I love this face. It is fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or a spouse. But Yoshimi was well liked, and they'd been together for over 10 years.
You never know. Things could be different behind closed doors.
I guess so.
But we'll have to consider the opposite scenario, too. It could be that the same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiancée as well. She could be in danger.
You're right. Either way, she's important to the case. HQ already has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she's found.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, it's checked. HQ has mobilized a search unit for Nejima. But so far we haven't received any word.
Guessing he wasn't at home or at work?
About that, apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago.
You serious? So we have no idea where he lives?
It gets worse. I checked in with the factory he was working at. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit.
Hang on a second. You're telling me nobody caught that?
Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out he'd been doing house visits and interviews, but never bothered checking in on his workplace. He also said he'd lost track of Nejima when he moved to a new place.
Ugh, that's just sloppy.
While you guys are waiting, I'm just gonna go use that payphone. For no reason.
It turns out there is a beautician, and I really need to beauticianify myself.
Beauticianify.
Beauticianify.
Hello, I understand this is a place where I can pick up more than one type of soap. Alright, nothing seems to be wrong in Discord. It may just be being finicky. Okay. Back into it.
Alright. I've heard that they're giving people parole to just about anyone these days because they're running out of rooms in the prisons. A commentary for the modern day, too.
Oh, huh? What's that, Metapigeon?
Which also means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. Dude's probably overworked.
So Nejima got the fuck around unsupervised. Damn it! That asshole is annoyingly good at faking remorse, or insanity, whatever the situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth.
He's probably hiding under a false name, which will make it hard to track him down. That'd explain why he so brazenly made contact.
That asshole! He's mocking us!
Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name and mugshot is being filed.
That's gonna take way too long. We only have until dusk. Wanted to look over, he's right over there.
He's on the playground.
Nope. He's on the slide. Yay!
Wee, motherfucker. Speaking of Nejima.
Yeah?
Did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her into protective custody as soon as possible.
Not yet. I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when they went to the house either.
That's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one trying to reach her? Oh, woo.
Shut up. I don't have a contact info, alright?
Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh?
Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency and that we'd send an officer to find her and get her to safety. She was real reluctant, but I got her to agree, woo.
I guess that explains why you got divorced. But if you, her former father, can't find her, how the hell did Nejima do it?
Former, huh? That cuts deep.
Yikes, sorry, it just kinda slipped out.
Anyway, I suspect it has something to do with his curse echo.
Back on topic already, huh?
He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. It may even allow him to act from a distance.
I see.
A one-sided read. What was that story about again?
Something about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up. Oh, woo.
Ah, right. One of the more gruesome of the 7 mysteries.
Oh, one moment, please.
Okay.
While Kelsey's checking that, real quick, go over to the right.
Okay, sorry, I thought I heard cats being up to mischief, but we're fine.
That's a tree! That shadow, every time we're in this park, I see that shadow and I'm like, there's someone standing over there. It's a damn tree! That has been... Listen, that has been bugging me this entire playthrough. I feel...
You're talking about this right here?
Yes! Time! We're in this park. I'm like, oh, there's someone over there. It's creepy. It's just a tree.
It's just a tree! I'll be right back. I'm dying.
That's so good. Yeah, no, I remember you getting scared by that before. It is just it's a little bush.
Just tree.
It's the spooky
my
tree.
God,
Maybe the tree's a curse bearer.
No, it's Jeffrey. It's Jeffrey from Centaur World.
It aspires to be the evergreen beach someday.
Aww. Keep dreaming, buddy. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
One day I am going to crack the foundations of this house. Awoo.
Oh no, I got one more joke for that tree. To quote Chloe, I'm gonna say what everyone's thinking. Wood.
The mic picked up on that, but that got a laugh out of me.
Yeah, I got the very beginning of the ha-ha, and then it was gone. Okay.
Oh my god, we are so giggly tonight.
Oh.
Oh my god, we can keep talking about this bastard. Okay. As for Nejima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it till we find something. I'll check in with HQ frequently to see if they've got any updates. And that's about it. Shall we continue our investigation?
Hold up.
We
Jazz
could go to
band's
Komagat.
going.
What?
The jazz band. Jazz band's going.
Yes. We could go to Komagata High School to look into Hitomi Okuda, or to Michio Shiraishi's house to find out more about her.
Oh, sorry. Stupid. Clicked wrong window. There we go. Oh, we can move now. Or jam to this music. I actually was just trying to find... I looked up recently what the name of this song was because it slaps so hard.
Mm-hmm. I now have it saved in a playlist.
See, it says move. It wants you to bust a move.
Yeah.
Now watch me while I breakdance in this park!
Break
I need
it down,
to see...
though.
I need somebody to do a gif of Tetsuo and Ario popping and lock into this.
Alright, not gonna find it. Let's move on.
Cue the moment from Critical Role that's like, alright, I'm gonna pop that lock, and then both Travis and Sam start popping and locking.
Ooh,
Of course
okay.
Oh, go back to Mommy Dummy!
Oh.
That or fancy sushi.
Either way, we get a meal, so.
We've had at least one joke that's broken each of us this stream, and I think that's good.
Good night, everybody! Okay, hang on, I gotta
get this one.
I gotta get a drink.
Life can be tough. Haruhi Shigema. Summary of previous events. Throughout the night, Richter continues to gather information about the curse stones, while Haruhi lies awake until dawn, preoccupied by the prospect of bringing her lost child back to life.
Okay.
Haruhi Shigema, 10 a.m.
Okay, gotta get into it.
Shigema Mansion.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today.
How's your curse stone looking?
Richter?
I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise.
Interesting. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night, then.
That aside, why are you so late this morning?
There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in what limited time I had.
Very well. Let's talk.
Okay.
But real quick, we gotta look for some birds.
Yes.
I know you like this thing.
Not seeing anything, are you?
I'm not seeing anything yet.
Sorry, I had the snifflies. Okay. The town is beginning to wake up once more. The clamor of society can be heard from beyond the garden gates. This is a very lovely garden.
It is.
Like any day, a cloud of pollution drifts out from the industrial area.
You're always bringing it down.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not like my son died or anything.
Also, real quick, I'm so sorry. I gotta use I'll do this line real quick.
He's looking a bit tired. He must have been up all night investigating. Poor thing.
All right, I gotta grab a tissue real quick. I'll be right back.
You're good. You're good.
The giggling has officially destroyed her nose.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, look, it's destroying my eyes. Oh my jeez.
Hope everyone's doing all right with the frequent temperature changes. Also, thank you, Ariane, for diligently making what I'm sure when I get a chance to watch it will be excellent clips from this video.
Yes.
Okay, Dami Mommy's back.
Okay, good.
Alright, let's do this.
Yes.
This is the old mansion where I was born and raised. That's it.
I'd like to think that Richter is standing exactly where there's a sticker.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. Earlier, when he was like, "How's your curse stone looking?" I was just like, "It looks fucking cursed. What do you think?"
It looks cursed, and it's a stone. What else is there?
The haunting clapper. No, that's what he was asking. Like, how you're haunting clappers tonight or this morning?
I will say, if there is ever a point where Richter and Ariel ever talk to each other, oh man.
That would be amazing, and it's all I want now.
Yes, same. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
And what's that?
Our current plan is to steal a curse stone that's already absorbed soul dregs, but I'm wondering if it would suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with a curse bearer and have them use the right for our purposes.
Oh? I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible?
So long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you'd expect.
Compensation?
Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigemas, would it?
Of course. Why, any amount would be fine if it get the job done. I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back with the ransom.
With that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy.
Chat brings up, I'm not okay with you using your curse stone to kill people, but I'm perfectly okay with asking other people to.
Do you have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind?
Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. Did you see the news this morning?
No, I haven't.
Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in this area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found. But they've been nicknamed the Hanjo serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets.
Oh my. Only 3?
That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dregs. And for what those curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low side. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch.
What's holding them back? Are we not all after the power of resurrection?
There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action.
Yeah, I'm right there with Chad about it being like, oh yeah, I'm not okay with you being a murderer. Let's set up a trap to get more people killed so we can steal the soul dregs, but our consciences will be clean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe there's another reason why Richter left the academy.
What do you mean I'm not allowed to wear fedoras while on duty?
And then we offer them the deal.
Oh, shall we keep going on the curse bearers?
Yes.
It's my inclination.
None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if this situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended.
Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this all?
You mentioned hearing an agonized voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me.
Just had a crazy thought. All
Yeah.
those have said basically the same thing every time. I always kind of assumed it was the voice of the curse echo. What if it's all the same person?
You mean like one person channeling through each of the curse stones?
Something like that, because it's the exact same dialogue, the whole, "Can you hear it, curse bearer?" That whole thing.
Can you hear it, curse bearer?
Thank you.
So that's actually
Yep.
an interesting theory because I know in some Japanese horror stories like The Grudge, or in a less good example in a Corpse Party, what happens is it's not always just a single ghost, but sometimes depending on how many people have died because of the entity in question, it amalgamates into a singular being. So like one ghost could be a bunch of souls trapped together.
Gotcha.
But I think I think you're onto something.
Someone agitated the curses in this area on purpose, and they are likely after the rite of resurrection as well.
So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers?
You've got a sharp mind, ma'am. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite. This would be very risky, since as a curse bearer they themselves would become a target.
So, it'd actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers moved less aggressively.
That's right, but despite that they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves?
You mean their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start?
Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is the safer course of action. Which is why I figured it'd be best for us to attempt the same strategy.
So, how should we do it?
There's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers.
How do you suppose we do so?
At this point, all we can do is search. We're still talking. Okay.
If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul drugs, can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection?
Good question. The rite could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Ooh.
What is this face? Why are you making that face? and why do I want to kiss it?
Seeing it might be for naught, do you want to give up, ma'am?
Never.
Understood. After all, we'll never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curses ourselves.
Okay, I get what he's saying. He's not actively saying let's. Well, he might be actively saying let's just sit back and let other people do the killing. But I think he's trying to play the role of peacemaker. He's like, I'm gonna say whatever
she needs to hear to A, keep her from committing murder, and B, like, this keeps her with me so that I can keep an eye on her.
I think a part of it is he's also hoping that by the time they find people and are able to potentially get their curse stones from them, they'll have already collected enough soul dregs. Like, it's not even that, oh, we're going to let them do it. It's going to be, this resource is going to be out there. Let's try to contain it, get it together, and then maybe get this lady's kid back.
Yeah. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them. But I only managed to get detailed information on 2.
You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire.
I appreciate the flattery.
Jojo Po.
Look at these two! Look at them!
Such Jojo! Very
Such Jojo.
Like, they're kind of flirting a little bit. Like, I'm not crazy.
No, you're not.
Right? I'm not crazy, right? She's smiling! Like, look at her! She was smiling!
First, there's Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midoricho Park.
You even determined her address. You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire.
I called every single university with ukiyo-e in the curriculum pretending to be her parent. I went around to check in on her place on the way here. It doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble.
Didn't you attempt to follow her last night?
I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her.
And here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire.
I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time.
Let's not go crazy.
She is planning to steal the curse stones, just like us. It's best we act carefully around her.
So, that university that they subtly name-dropped, Kelsey, you should know what that university is that they're talking about.
I'm pretty sure it's Tokyo University of Arts.
Yeah, and what manga it takes place at
Blue period!
Hell yeah!
I still need to read more of that book series because it's so dang good!
I got you, fam. I got you, fam.
Yes.
Okay.
I like giving him a tiny speech bubble.
Yes. Itty bitty tiny speech bubble in those luscious locks. Next is the tall man who was dressed in black. I met him near Kinshicho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information from him.
He's Johnny Cash.
Impressive.
What can I say? He works as a secretary to Hihaku Soap's chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. The Hihaku Soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct?
Been here for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth.
I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assume she'd want her factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of the factories with older equipment had to be shut down.
That's right. Even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river.
Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. As somebody doing research on the Lake Erie algal blooms, oh boy, do I understand this.
Yep.
I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. Oh, woo.
I'm trying to decide, is Richter's woo face the funniest one, or is it Tetsuo's?
We have to have a side-by-side with these two.
At some point, yes.
At some point, yeah.
like, on concept alone, it's funnier when Tetsuo does it, because he's this, he's this gruff, chiseled man.
Yes, gruff chiseled old man.
Yeah. I was gonna make a Detroit Becoming Human joke, but I couldn't get it out. But on the other hand,
gruff and grizzled.
The drawing for Richter is so much funnier.
Yes.
It just looks so silly.
Especially with the mole.
Mm-hmm. The mole and the little bit of a cleft chin that he has.
Yes.
Also, I love this pose he's got.
Mm-hmm.
With the hands.
Yeah.
Yes. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later.
Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the rite would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare.
What?
Want to resurrect that dead skin of yours?
What is this? What is this? The plot of Halle Berry's Catwoman?
Oh, Jesus.
Haraway, you claim not to watch television. What the heck are you on?
Also, Catwoman came out in, like, the 2000s, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ha! Now that's an interesting thought.
That was a cute expression.
Yeah, that was.
Ah!
We are still talking about this. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night.
This one seemed to be out This one seemed to be out collecting soul drugs, right?
Indeed. I couldn't get a good look at him, though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him.
Well, that's a shame.
But I can make an educated guess.
Oh?
You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the Rite of Resurrection? The one that lives near here? His name is Hideki Araishi, and the man I met was very similar in stature.
Oh my. Even he's involved? How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair?
I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first.
Call.
Understandable.
Of course, I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him.
Yeah, that actually was probably a very good call, because depending on the time of night, we don't know if he would have still had his curse stone.
It's true.
Exactly.
I don't want to think about... Yeah. I don't want to think about a CG of poor little Richter being completely disemboweled.
Yeah. I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer. First, I'll return to Hihaku Soaps to see that man in black. Their headquarters are down on South Urarigesui Street.
Okay, I think that must have been the end. Yup.
Yep.
Yes!
There we go.
I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name is Kohei Jonouchi.
Do you think he was a curse bearer?
Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, this means the two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead.
Just when we were getting somewhere.
It isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shiraishi's residence. It'd be wise to pay it a visit.
Understood.
Oh.
Nice.
In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, there's Michio Shiraishi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors.
But those last 2 have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries, no?
It's true, both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings.
How?
What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the Seven Mysteries' curses? Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'd be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily.
You seem to know a lot about this.
I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too.
I see. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind.
You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point.
Ah,
Ooh.
because he knew Hajime.
Yeah.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, if Hajime was in the academy along with Ario, then
Yeah.
yeah.
Then he would have known Hajime. We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse stone, taking a walk should be a fine place to start.
Right. Let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself.
In that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am.
Oh, real quick, do we want to look around? Look down?
Can't go farther down.
I think that's
than
all
this.
the lower that it goes.
Okay, yeah. Then shall we go? Shall we go
can
for a
apparently
little
look
walk?
at the entrance. I don't think that was available before.
Oh, okay.
Come along. The bedroom's this way.
Yeah.
No one's in the mansion at the moment. The door has been locked shut. The housekeeper has already left after cleaning and preparing food.
Okay.
So what you're
Okay.
saying is we have the house to ourselves.
Wow, chicka wow wow.
Look at our little sticker.
Hakatakatakata.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
well, yeah.
So, so here's my logic.
Okay.
Richter already went to the south, Warigasui. They were still kind of opening up. I say we check, Midoricho Park first,
Okay.
and then work our way to the high school, and stop at Warigasui on the way.
Okay.
Gotcha.
To the park.
To the park.
Midoricho Park.
We're here. This is Midoricho Park. Ayame Tono lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again.
Oh, we can look around. Look around.
Oh, there's a person there!
There is a person there, but I think they're just a part of the background. I can't look at
Part
them.
of the surroundings, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we look down?
I cannot go any farther down than this.
I thought
This is...
I got really excited because I saw that leaf on the tree, like juxtaposed against the white building, and I was just like, bird, 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 and no, it's not a bird.
No, I don't think so.
Actually, it would be really cool if it's like, oh, there's a sticker way over here.
Also,
know,
that person is gone now.
Oh, they are. Oh, Jesus, oh, they are. Oh, no.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
When did they disappear?
Since this is our first time coming during the day, we should look at the surroundings.
Yeah.
Yes. This place is connected with the story of the Taiko of Suguru. Not only that, Katsushika Hokusai's home was also in this area. That might be why Ayame chose to live here. Files updated.
Ben, you want to take
Yeah,
this?
I was about to say. Midoricho Park, a small park bordering South Warigasui Street, sporting a mixture of cherry and evergreen trees. Although unremarkable in most aspects, its small playground always attracts a number of children come evening. While no trace remains in the modern day, it stands on what was once a site of the Suguru estate. The legendary artist Katsushika Hokusai is also believed to have been born in the vicinity.
Interesting. I feel like it's not an
look,
accident that
Look,
Hokusai
they're
got
back!
mentioned again.
They're back!
Oh my god, the child is back!
Ghost child.
And it's,
Ghost child.
the child is transparent. The child
Yes.
itself. Oh wait, hey, Haraway, we found your kid.
Oh, Jesus.
He's right there.
I think that's oh, nope, they're not anymore.
It disappeared.
She's wandered off. Never mind.
What's great is the disappearance keeps happening when I've just looked away.
Alright, let's talk to... Oh, let's think.
It seems picking up Ayame's trail is out of the question for now. Why did we even come here?
Well, I'm sorry, Haraway.
I just wanted to go to the park with Richter.
Yes.
Just let me be happy for once.
It's always heartwarming to see children playing in the park. Richter seems to like kids.
I don't know why that made me really happy.
Aw.
Richter seems to like kids. Perhaps because they're on the same wavelength.
Wait.
Are you implying that he's a child on the inside? We won't get much done standing around here. Why don't I go and check out Ayame's apartment? ...
You don't mean to speak with her, do you?
No, I prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I'd like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace on her movements.
Then be my guest.
Okay, I shouldn't be long.
You better not be.
I'm back, ma'am.
So, nothing?
I'm afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, I noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. I don't know if they've got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in.
Interesting.
Could she be in the same apartment as Tetsuo's daughter?
Possibly.
Or,
Yeah.
alternatively, former apartment of Nejima.
Could be former apartment of Nejima.
You've got a sharp eye to have noticed them despite being so covert.
What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately.
You were planning to go that far.
I'm a detective, it's what I do. We won't make much progress sticking around here.
I guess we
Alright.
can leave the park now.
I guess so. I think that's everything.
Oh, alright, let's go to the soap place.
Okay.
Let's get
That's
some
South
soap.
Warigasui Street.
Yeah. Let's get some soap.
Let's get some soap.
Let's grubby.
The Hihaku Soap's headquarters are on the other side of South Warigasui Street.
Okay. For a second, his gloved hand there, I thought was a body in the middle of the road. This
She's
is
just
its
a
hand
hand.
in.
Every time they show this image of Richter holding his hand out, I'm like, is this a pigeon?
They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now.
Okay, look around.
Alright, let's look around. Look around at the mockingbirds. Could be around right now.
The mockingbirds could be around right now. The mockingbirds.
Lack of mockingbirds.
Um,
Taunting me.
I know.
Okay, it doesn't seem like we could go any lower than that, so.
No.
Yeah. Let's look at the office.
To think a small soap-making company could grow so much in such a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why director and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. Files updated.
I don't trust they haven't shown her picture yet. Or Hihaku Soaps. a chemical producer that ranks 4th largest in the domestic detergent market and 7th largest in the cosmetics market. From its humble beginnings as a small soap factory established after the war in 1946, founder Natsue Yamamori utilized her feminine perspective and a well-timed economic boom to boldly lead the company into new markets. Even as the market grew crowded with the industrialization of Sumida City, the company continued to expand, digging its roots deep into the area. In particular, it established itself as a household name by focusing its branding toward the rapidly expanding convenience store market. Its flagship products now include cosmetics, detergent, soap, shampoo, and more. The company name Hihaku can also refer to kasuri, a type of patterned fabric. So this name, Natsue Yamamori, we've seen that before somewhere.
Yeah, that's the name that's connected to Takumi's profile.
But 1946?
1946, yep.
80s, so it's not... It would not be unrealistic. Yeah, it wouldn't be unrealistic that Natsue would still be alive. People in Japan live a long time.
This is true.
Yeah.
Look at Hayao Miyazaki.
I am pretty sure that man is held together by cigarettes and spite.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Just like my grandmother.
Like, what do we need the right of resurrection for? Me! I'm practically dead!
Oh, honey, I'm not dead yet.
Oh, there we go.
It's pretty.
I like her.
Natsue Yamamori. Sex, female. Occupation, company chairwoman. Curse echo. Natsue is the former president of Hihako Soaps. Former president. Interesting. So that's why she's the chairwoman now. She's stepped down from being president.
Yeah.
Natsue is a former president
Gotcha.
of Hihako Soaps, a large chemicals company. Though she retired from her position 2 years ago, she still wields great influence over the company from her position of chairwoman. Recently, there have been rumors about her possessing strange and powerful magical abilities, earning her the nickname the Witch of Hihaku. Wow, kind of dropping the lead there, like burying the lead.
Burying the lead.
Really? Okay.
I love that anime.
Yeah. Prior to the war, Natsue enjoyed working her dream job at a textile factory. She was forced to face the bitter reality of the world, however, when the factory was destroyed by a fire during the war, and she was ordered to rework the fabric she had painstakingly crafted into something more suitable for blue-collar work. Witnessing the rise in popularity of Western-style clothing in the post-war period, Natsue left the textile industry. However, a nod to her past can be seen in her company's name, with Hihaku being another name for kasuri, a type of fabric featuring patterns and images woven with dyed fibers. Having long been dissatisfied with the soap supplied at the textile factory, Natsue saw a business opportunity and set up her own small soap factory. Taking inspiration from imported soap brands, she developed new products which quickly gained a good reputation. Ever the shrewd businesswoman, Natsue ran an aggressive promotional campaign on TV featuring a popular Japanese singer, rapidly turning Hihaku Soaps into a household name.
So, fun fact, the last time I was in Japan, I got to visit two traditional crafts shops related to clothing. One was a Kasuriya, which was the dyed cloth factory, and we actually got to do a workshop where we dyed our own clothes and using specific patterns.
Ooh.
And I got a cute scarf from there. It was very nice. I really liked it. And then the other one was I forget the Japanese term for it, but it was a workshop where people hand carved the patterns that are placed onto kimonos and yukatas, and it was insane. Like the level of detail, like absolutely bonkers.
That's pretty cool. So it's like doing like woodblock prints, but with fabric.
So what they do is they take these sheets of paper from a specific wood tree, and they treat it with a special type of chemical. It's very earthy, and it basically makes the paper impervious to tearing, so that they can dunk it in with the cloth and create the patterns using different dyes. But all of the patterns are hand carved, and some of the details are smaller than like the width of a fingernail. Sorry, that's more impressive.
think it's the width of a finger, and giant fat fingers at that.
I'll have to, the next time. I'll have to see if I got the photos still on my phone because I'll show them to the chat. Like it's insane, like the level of detail.
I would definitely want to see this.
Yeah. You mentioned that Takumi works as her secretary.
That's correct.
Do you think it's possible that he's acting on her orders?
That's exactly my thinking. A curse bearer with both money and power could certainly look at resurrection as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature may prove difficult.
Oh, it's not checked off.
We can still look at the building.
Business is up and running. I can see people inside the reception area.
Alright, was there anything else to look at? Oh, there's surroundings.
Back in the Edo period, the canal known as South Warigasui ran through this area, but it's been turned into a major road. It's a bit away from Kinshicho Station or Ryogoku Station, though they're still considered a nice area. The stories of the ever-burning lantern and the foot-washing mansion both took place around here. One of the bodies discovered this morning was found by this road as well.
Our little ghost girl is down in the left corner, too.
Yeah,
oh, I see her.
I saw her pop up and I was like, can I help you?
Mm-hmm.
This is quite a lively area, huh?
I suppose you could call it somewhat of a city center.
Ooh. South Warigasui Street. A Warigasui, literally partitioning ditch, refers to a waterway dug down the middle of a road so as to divide it. At the dawn of the Edo period, the Honjo district was little more than a collection of suburban rice farms. As the area became more developed, the South Warigasui was excavated in order to drain rainwater into the Yokojiken River to the east. Though it served the people long and faithfully, it was converted into an underground culvert at the beginning of the Showa era. In the present, no trace of it remains on the surface, but the street that bears its name.
What's a culvert?
Culvert is a metal half tube. So yeah, you kind of you don't bisect it to make it short, you bisect it long ways. The culvert acts as a way to kind of almost make a dome so that earth can sit on top of it and the water can flow through it.
Okay.
Gotcha. Irrigation facts.
I was definitely not the child that ran into a culvert near my family property when I was 5 years old.
Ooh.
On. Okay, same thing. Still haven't checked that off, though.
I was mischievous.
He tells me he barely slept last night, and yet he seems to be brimming with energy. Was I too that resilient at his age? Perhaps that's what sets apart a detective from the rest.
First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around, visit a cafe or some tea, perhaps. For some tea, perhaps.
Oh, I can move again. Interesting. Tell me to leave?
That's actually a good idea, because I wonder if we go into a cafe if we're going to run into Araishi.
I was wondering that, too.
Ooh.
Same stuff.
Or
Okay.
maybe Yako and Mio.
Oh! I can still go back to Midoricho Park, but I can go alone now.
Go back real quick.
You see something?
No, I just wanted to make sure that we didn't miss anything.
No, there's no more dialogue. There doesn't appear to be anything else to look at. I'll do a think real quick.
So an influential person at Hihaku Soaps is potentially a curse bearer. Richter proposed we use money to negotiate for the curse stones. But we could hardly outbid a large corporation if it came down to it. That's the attitude of a quitter, Haruwe. Alright, I guess we move on.
I'm actually inclined to go back to Midoricho Park. Just because we're now solo. Let's see if that changes anything. Midoricho Park. Oh wait, he came with me.
He came with us.
Weird.
Okay, I guess back here.
Like, okay, I'm trying to leave you.
Try talking to him again.
Same dialogue.
Okay.
How can I miss you?
Yeah, I
if you
had
won't
a
go away?
sneaky suspicion that going back to the map was just going to move you both. So the map doesn't go any further to the left or the right?
This map? No, this is it.
Oh,
Maybe we need
Going
to
to
do
the
this
high
last. Is
school.
that possible?
Yeah, try going to the high school. I
Oh
hear
my God,
somebody
high
died
school
there.
from the Gates. Look at all these ghosts.
Here we are at Ground Zero, Komagata High School. I guess it's logical that the police has got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed.
All right. I don't think we got a chance to properly look around here before.
Oh, but this look at how much more room we have with this map.
It's true.
know,
Big
right?
old map.
Mocking boards.
Mocking boys!
If there's any place that we'd be finding bird delinquents, it's with the nerd delinquents.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess we look at the school gates or surroundings or whichever.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing bird delinquents. That bothers me.
Ah, damn.
The news has attracted a bunch of curious onlookers, huh? That works in our favor. The more people around, the better we can blend in.
No, we won't look like we're totally rubbernecking.
It seems the officers are still inspecting the scene. Entry's been strictly prohibited.
He appears to be wary of those police officers. Maybe the police really do have something against private investigators, just like in those detective novels. Why are we looking over his shoulder?
I don't know. I was just thinking the same thing.
Sussy.
Mm-hmm. This place is said to be connected with the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if a curse bearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a curse bearer or not. I expect the police to be baffled since they don't know about the curses. I can ask around and see what the students have to say. Alright, I'll go ask the students about Michio. I'm back, ma'am.
So, what did you learn?
That school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Jonouchi and Michio, most of which seemed dubious at best.
That's surprising.
Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought. But there was one story that caught my attention.
Oh?
Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Jonouchi. Oh, woo.
Really?
The story's got two pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told the students.
Why?
That's a good question!
And then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that juicy don't stay a secret for long.
As for the other piece of evidence, a pigtailed girl in her school uniform was seen around school late last night.
Uh-oh.
Go on.
Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio's the only high school girl to wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames.
But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping.
If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. A student had a list of student addresses on hand.
It's an amazing find.
I believe all of the students actually have a copy of said list. It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain what should be confidential information. A woo. Imagine what would happen if that information got into the wrong hands. A woo.
I know we've mostly been joking about, like, the final face when he's not talking, but it's even funnier when his mouth's moving. It's like, what is happening here?
Well, so far it hasn't, no?
Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's now possible for us to visit Michio Shiraishi's house.
Okay, that's interesting.
Ooh. I can imagine the students are uneasy after learning of the murder. It may do them well to stay home for some time, if not for fear of their safety. The police are probably too wrapped up in solving the case to be concerned about the students' mental health.
I can see that.
It's important that society provides a safe environment for the benefit of our youths. Some school policies could use some rewriting, especially those handling the students' personal information.
That's right. I don't want a student being kidnapped on their way back home ever again.
I expect criminals to grow more cunning as time passes. There may be times where the authorities can't keep up. Oh. That's where outlaws such as myself come in. Oh.
What's this about?
Actually, just forget I said anything.
So you're a bad boy then? Do you need to be punished, Richter? Sorry.
No, you're not.
Good thing I didn't sip my tea yet, because damn.
Chat's hold on. Read what's in chat, Chloe.
Oh, I don't have Twitch up. What happened?
Just for the entertainment, I'm dropping it in.
Okay. Do you need a spanking, Richter?
Is that what it said?
Yeah,
That's what it says!
I just dropped it in our group chat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, now we can go to What's-Her-Face's house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yes.
Yes, hi. I heard your daughter died. Did that bitch kill my child?
You're the Shiraishi household.
How did it go?
I like this thing right here. It looks like a goofy cartoon skull.
What is that?
It's like, hi!
That almost looks like a cat eel.
It does kind of.
I went to visit Michio Shiraishi's family home, however. No one seemed to be there. I got no answer at the door, and all the lights were out. Seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front.
Can we look around?
We can
Oh, we
now.
can look around. Wait, what's that red thing?
Red?
Red?
Like right where your cursor is. Go up. Up, no, up a little bit. Okay, right there. It looks like there's a red thing right by that air conditioner. Yep, right there. You were just mousing over it.
Was it giving me an indicator, or?
Yeah, right there. You see that little red box thing? It's got a pointy thing coming off of it. I don't think it's anything.
Okay, I feel crazy because I'm not even seeing that. It's like nothing is red in this picture.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. I was like, I don't want to miss it. Oh.
I don't understand why no one's come to this house, even after Michio committed suicide. I wonder if this place is... okay.
Shall we talk to Richter?
Or
should we look at shall we look at the surroundings?
I'm sorry. I had to... another short has been created. Another clip.
Perfect.
I haven't watched it yet, but the title is just "Have You Been a Bad Boy?"
It's a bit quieter over here. It is a residential area after all. All these run-down row houses really scream working class, don't they?
Well, that was a little classist of you.
Just a little. Just a little.
Also, that poster looked like a kitty, like laying on its back.
That's what I was thinking.
I've never liked these messy and cluttered back streets. They give me the jitters every time. It's reassuring to have someone as...
Okay, sorry, I'll take that again. I was gonna make the joke and then the game did it for me. Okay. I got this.
It's reassuring to have someone as strong...
You realize I'm keeping this in, right?
I love that you can't finish this!
It's reassuring to have someone as... I can't. Okay, he looks unfazed. He's tall, he's strong and tall, and his name is Richter. We're good. Got it. Okay, hang on, let me grab a drink.
Okay.
Okay.
Recover from that.
There's no recovering from that.
Okay. I suppose the detective is used to this kind of thing. Always investigating and chasing criminals. I wouldn't be cut out for it.
I'm too much of a dainty flower.
Ugh. God, that line read was so bad, I'm sorry.
No, it was... Are you kidding? That's comedy gold.
It was perfect. I would not change a thing.
Alright, let's talk to...
No, chat saying as strong and tall and handsome and manly and sexy.
Oh god.
Social connections run deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out the Shiraishi's reputation really went down the dumps this past year.
Is that so?
I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the two of them. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in return.
So far, so good. What happened?
Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshiko's common-law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Hold on.
Yep.
Kichiro Iwai. Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name.
So what of this Iwai character?
He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the home. The neighbors took particular notice of Toshiko's screams, pleading with him to not hit Michio.
Oh jeez.
That's terrible.
As if that wasn't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. Through this, the Shiraishi's standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community.
That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something?
Unfortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes.
That's awful.
And then Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse with Iwai, and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, Iwai hasn't returned to the home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shiraishis entirely and seemed relieved that things finally quieted down again.
Wow.
It seems that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here.
I just don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place?
I've heard many stories where one's partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises.
Life can be tough, I suppose.
You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories.
Well, I mean,
Persons
she
of
is...
interest updated.
Hey, I just got an achievement. Collect all information on the persons of interest.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Huh. Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks like a bastard.
Kankichiro Iwai. Sex male. Occupation unemployed. Curse echo. The common law husband of Michio Shiraishi's mother, Toshiko Shiraishi. Kankichiro started coming and going from the Shiraishi household a little over a year ago. It seems he has served some time in prison, but the details are unknown.
Quick. Go to Nejima.
Yeah, I was having the same thought. I don't think it's the same guy, but...
Yeah,
That's kind of where my mind went, too. Oh, different nose.
Yeah, different nose, different eye shape.
Yep.
Yeah, well, the
This
bigger
guy-
issue is it's too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's just a bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are just some people who are just bastards.
Yeah, also, we'll probably need to add, for future streams, we'll probably need to add in another warning for, like, domestic abuse.
Domestic abuse,
Yeah. Like, hint at domestic abuse, not the actual, like, portrayal of it.
Yeah.
But the Shiraishi certainly hadn't lucked out with theirs, bringing such a violent man into it.
Okay.
Is that
Oh,
it?
that's it. We talked to...
We done
Shall
everything
we
here?
think?
Should we think?
The Shiraishis were dealt a tough hand. I can't imagine what it was like. Could it be the girl was forced by her circumstances to take part in the kidnapping?
How long ago was the kidnapping?
Hang on,
What are we
I'm gonna take a bite of cookie and think.
Yes.
I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. Kidnapped and murdered about a year ago.
Okay.
When this guy came into their life.
Uh,
I also feel like we've seen the name EY at least. Huh.
Interesting.
A little over a year ago. Yeah, I wonder if he was the kidnapper.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That would explain... If he was the kidnapper, that would explain how she got roped into it.
Exactly.
Right. Oh my god!
What? What?
I just had a pit drop in my stomach.
What?
I have a feeling... What if it wasn't an intentional kidnapping? Like, because Shuichi... Go to Shuichi. If we can find him.
There he is.
He was brought up to be like, oh, you look out for women, you protect women. If you see people in danger, you have to do something. He could have seen something. Like, he could have seen, like, maybe Michio was crying, or even worse, what if, like, her stepdad was harassing her, and he probably was like, hey, leave her alone, that's not right. What if that happened, and then I was like, hey, you're a rich kid, I'm gonna use you and try to get money out of you.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
I
Not
really
gonna rule out that possibility.
I really hope that's not the case, because that would be too... I mean, it's already sad, but that would just break my heart.
Everything's sad in this.
Yeah,
right.
there's no...
Paranormasight, everything's sad.
I guess we could try going back to the soap place?
That's my
Yeah,
thinking.
try going back to
like,
the soap place and see what happens.
Same
The
text.
Hihaku Soap's headquarters.
Same text.
Yep.
Do something
Same
about
text.
it, Richter. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I had a
What?
thought.
Okay.
Can we save the game real quick?
I like it. There's juxtaposition. I'm stupid. I had a thought.
Hey, even stupid people can have thoughts. But also, you're not stupid. So what are you thinking?
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Anyways, it occurred to me we might be at a point where we have to switch to someone else's perspective.
Could be.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You make a good point. What are the locations?
Komagata High School,
I have a thought.
the house, and Midoricho Park.
If you're right, I think one of the places that
One of the places that the detectives could go to was the high school. Oh,
we just saved, so it's okay.
okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think the high school. Yeah, it is. And it's the only one of the options that's the same.
Okay. And the only thing we didn't check with these two is the candy shop.
Yeah.
But it doesn't quite make sense to go back to the candy shop.
It doesn't.
Okay, so we got our Dutch angle here.
So it still seems the same.
Okay. I don't know if it would do anything, but I guess we could check the candy shop real quick.
Before that, I just want to see. Oh, it started all the way back here.
Yeah, well,
Oh, damn.
we saved the game, so
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Unfortunately, here's the thing that sucks. Loading is going to undo the change we just did.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
So
there we
that's
go.
not the answer.
Okay. Oh,
oh god. Oh,
I'm going to go in. I may be a while, so feel free to find somewhere to kill time.
I looked away for a split second. What changed?
There was a portion of the building that had not been checked off, so Ben clicked it.
Oh, well, shit. Okay. Oh. Okay. Good luck in there.
Here's a weird thing. I'd clicked that before when it had been checked off, but I think I didn't do it after we'd done all the dialogue.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
How did it go?
I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night. But it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. But that doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we have a curse stone of our own.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna have a full-on conversation with myself, I think. I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night. However... You said your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the curse stone in your possession. Curse stone? What are you on about? A woo.
This is my deceptive face.
A woo. There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer, no? You're right. We lack time. I'll confess, I am a curse bearer. I possess the curse stone of the haunting clappers. Clap!
Una?
I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. I didn't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. It is the prerogative of Miss Yamamori. Is that so? Assuming you've obtained the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god.
I'm sorry, what?
Color be curious. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of these curses run rampant. So you're telling me the Queen of Hihaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigen Gamyodo who's gallantly working behind the scenes, exorcising spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? These are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people.
Wait, the curses are actually... It would actually explain a few things if the people were getting actively possessed.
Well, that's what's
what
been
happened
happening.
to what's his name?
That's what seemed to happen with Yako, too, in a couple instances.
Yeah, I mean, the whole murderous memory, like every time that somebody gets a curse stone, they...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over that curse stone at once. Very interesting. With that said, just how many curse stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. We have 6. 6? Whoa, I can rest at ease then. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we are on the same page. If that is the case, you should hand over your curse stone immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it in hiding. Really now. Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to, but I promise I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. How prudent of you. I'll oblige. And that's how it went.
So they aren't after the right, after all?
I wouldn't be so quick to trust him.
Oh?
I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone.
At the end of it, he told me to look over there, and I did, and he hit me in the back of the head. Thankfully, I have so much hair.
I think he was lying about having procured 6 curse stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive.
Well, now I feel gullible.
The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the curse stones. He seemed rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Hihaku are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed.
Because the chairwoman's a witch?
I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went, or he's trying to spread a rumor.
For what purpose would he do that?
Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. If word spreads that Hihaku's chairwoman has godlike powers, she could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique.
They're about to expand into essential oils.
Yeah, shrewd businesswoman.
Very shrewd.
We sell soap and crystals and...
That's unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out she's secretly just Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh god, she's got goop.
We should avoid Hihaku for the time being. It'll be a pain if I have to deal with Takumi again.
Do we have a check mark next to it now?
By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby.
And what's that?
People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hihaku employee.
Really?
So long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation, though. Despite that, I have reason to believe Hihaku Soaps is deeply involved with the Seven Mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go.
Alright, got the check mark. Good to
Yay!
have all the check marks. Where can we go now?
Yeah!
Oh.
How interesting that the Queen of Hihaku, or the witch, whatever she is trying to get her hands on the rite of resurrection. It's like some kind of dark fairy tale. Regardless of what is or isn't true, we must stay one step ahead. One jump ahead of the bread line.
One swing ahead of the sword. I think Midoricho Park is pretty well explored.
Because I steal only what I can afford.
That's
Not too
everything.
much. Yeah, we have to
I mean, I'm rich. I don't have to steal shit, but...
see if anything's changed here.
I guess there haven't been any developments.
So, maybe go back to the park?
Yeah, Park might be the next stop. We can see if she's shown up at her place. We steal only all the curse stones from everyone.
We're here. This is Midoricho Park.
Has anything changed?
I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it. Where else could we move? I guess there's the Shiraishi house. I feel like we didn't get a lot here, besides backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh?
Wait, what?
Oh, this happened last time. He faded in.
That scared
I doubt anyone's still living there. Hmm? Oh? So you came here too?
Huh? What is it?
I don't know why I screamed.
I mean, that was the cue. I just wasn't expecting it to be a full-on scream.
Okay.
I got the door shut on me.
Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richter?
Oh?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
and we're blocked until we
And
do
now
more
we can
stuff.
hop over to Fed Sushi.
We could keep going, but it is about 10:20 right now. So, how are my streamers feeling?
I mean, on the one hand, I really want to jump into that scene. On the other hand, I have an appointment at 9 in the morning.
All right.
Yeah,
so we can go ahead
I'll
and
be
call it here
real.
for this week.
Yeah, but oh boy, am I excited to pick back up at this point.
This
Oh my
keeps
God,
getting
yes.
more and more complicated, and I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah. Man, we had a roller coaster today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
There
We
was
started-
giggling. There was random
We started with
innuendo all the
chlamydia.
time. Yeah, we started with chlamydia. As all great stories begin, this one started with chlamydia.
Yes.
Now we're getting in deep with like witches.
There's witches now.
The
Oh,
witch-
you're telling me that there's a witch that sells soaps. Oh, woo.
Oh my god! When they said that Richter was talking with some nice old ladies, immediately I thought of the witches from Tinder.
It's called Tinder. It allows you to go on dates. Do you remember those? What happened to a good old-fashioned kidnapping? You don't have to do that anymore. The app. Very
Oh my god, they're the culprits.
Miriam.
They're the culprits.
Oh no.
The witches
They are
from
the
Tinder.
Oh no. I'm sorry. So a quote just got posted. We have a quotes channel in my D&D Discord.
No.
Perfect.
And I know most of the my party couldn't make it, but it has now been posted in there. As all great stories begin, this one started with chlamydia. Ben, no context.
Who needs context?
Well,
Also,
there are going to be questions.
I could also see Richter being like, "That's fine, ladies, but I asked you about something else."
We jumped into the future and downloaded this app called Tinder.
Ma'am, I don't know what an app is.
Yeah, man.
I love the idea
fascinating and everything.
that they went into the future, stole a smartphone, had Tinder on it, came back to the 80s, and are trying to use it, despite the fact that there is literally no singles in their area to match because no one has Tinder yet.
And yet somehow the app works.
Oh my god. I mean, they're witches, of course it would.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning.
You guys are being complimented for doing those voices perfectly.
Good.
That's all, Kelsey.
It was all me, baby. I love that sketch so much.
Oh, it's so good. Anything Worthy Kids related is my favorite.
Yes.
Hello, child. I'm going on a date later, and he thinks that I'm younger. Could I have some of your blood? Well, you know what I would do? I would give it to her. She needs it.
Oh my god, that's how Shuichi got kidnapped.
And he did have a curse stone to protect him.
Child blood.
They took too much. Miriam, I think we overdid it. No, he's fine. He'll walk it off.
The youth
Miriam.
potions are the youth potions are a little problematic. Problematic? Immoral, even. In what way?
Wait.
It's just that the primary ingredient is the blood of children.
They've got so much of it.
All right.
Did I just hear Alex?
in on the bit in the other room.
Oh, I love you, Alex.
All right. I think we need to rate it in.
I love you, Alex.
We need to rate it in just long
She
enough
loves
to
you
do the
too,
sign
Chloe.
off.
All right.
All right.
Yes. Oh,
Kelsey,
this has been
where
a
can
fun
people
night.
find you on the internet?
Super simple. Find me at KelciDCrawford.com because I'm not on social media, y'all. So find me at KelciDCrawford. That is KelciD Crawford.com. It has everything. All of my webcomics, my YouTube stuff, and a whole bunch of art. So check it out.
And Chloe.
Me? Okay. You can find me on Pillowfort and oh god, sorry, I forgot the order that I do this in. You can find me on Blue Sky at cocomomoart. You can find me on Instagram and Pillowfort at cocomomoart, and you can find me on Tumblr at Purple Paws.
And you can find me at BWHComics.com. I'm also at BWHComics on Patreon, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. You can also find me Weeb Comic Cospain, a Weeb Comic about cosplay and convention craziness, over at cospaigncomic.com. So, that is going to wrap things up for us this week. Thank you very much for joining us, and until next time, rock on, guys, and never stop drawing.
Thanks so much for watching. You are awesome.
Don't forget to donate to the fundraiser if you're able to, and if not, be sure to spread the word. Look out for each other, guys.
Hell yeah.
And mask. Dear Lord, mask.
Yes.
Yes.
Stay safe, stay healthy. Watch out for ghosties and witches.
And witches!
The witches that are after your blood.
Also,
All right.
I know we're about to log off, but oh my god, I need Ario to be like, Richter, who's this lovely lady here?
Who's this lovely lady you got with you? A woo.
This becomes a very different game all of a sudden. All right. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.